come with me on a Saturday to batch plan for the next 4 weeks. Hi there, it's Amy Wiswell with the elementary company formerly Teaching with Mrs. Wiswell, and I'm here today to take you on a Saturday in my classroom as I batch plan the next 4 weeks. So I'm going to show you some tried and true methods that work for me when I'm planning a batch session, and I've done it for 4 weeks, I've done it for 8 weeks, I've done it for 15 weeks. That's a little much. So I find that 4 to 8 weeks is a sweet spot. So I'm planning until the week after April vacation, and so I'll be ready to go for the next 4 weeks. Hi there. So I gathered some material. I have my teacher editions for my curriculums. I have my to-do list, which is always growing. If it's not on the list, it doesn't get done. I have my calendar, which is just a printed out calendar that I just write everything in my life in. And then I have my week at a glance planning sheet. I wasn't in a planner, but it was cumbersome, and I decided that I really liked typing my plans. So I will do a rough draft on here and, just handwrite everything in, and then I will type it all so I have a nice neat copy for the week. I'm lucky. I do not have to submit my lesson plans. I'm sorry for those of you that are micromanaged and need to do that. I think it's a step that is completely useless in my opinion. I think that the majority of the time they're not even looked at, and it just takes up so much valuable time for you and your teaching. So if you do have to do that, this may not be the best video for you because it's not detailed as I would if I was submitting lesson plans. Because we as teachers know we don't need that. We just need to know a rough idea where we're going, and my slides are so detailed that they keep me on track and make sure I'm hitting everything I need to hit. So it would just be a lot to write detailed lesson plans in addition to my slides, in addition to my outlines, in addition to everything else that I do. So I don't do that part, so I'm sorry. I'm curious if you do have to submit lesson plans, if that's still a thing. Let me know in the comments. So I'm getting started. I'm basically planning week 30, week 31, week 32, week 33. So I'm planning from March 30th to April 27th, the week of April 27th. We have no school the week of April 20th. And so I have 4 weeks that I'm planning. I would like to plan right the week after I get back, so if I don't do anything over vacation, I'm ready to hit the ground running when we come back on that Monday. So that's kind of a little tip. I always plan past the point of the vacation because I often batch vacation to vacation or break to break, and but I just started doing like that extra week, and it's really been a game changer. Now obviously it's worth noting that this is all great planning and gives me a good starting point, but if my kids are stuck on this lesson in math and I need to spend a couple days, another day on it, then that's going to make everything shift. So you have to have flexibility in mind, right? Because as teachers, we need to be flexible. And so this is not set in stone, but this just gives me a guide. And if I have to shift, I shift. Sometimes things happen and we don't get through all of our ELAs like I want to because we have community groups or we have a special guest speaker, or so I need to punt. And that's okay. As long as you know ahead of time that's what you're going to do and you're not like rigid in your plans, because you just can't be, because you don't know what the kids are going to do. So I just want to put that disclaimer on that this is just a plan, a rough plan, a wish. And if I get to it all, I get to it all. If not, I pivot. So you should. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking at my pacing guide for math for the year, and we're starting a new unit on fractions, and that's the pacing guide tells me I need 28 days. So I'm not going to get all that planned today because I'm planning for approximately 20 days. So when we come back, we will finish our fractions, which I prefer not to do. I like to clean up a nice unit, but that's just not the way it's going to happen today. So that's okay, because it's really too much. I would, if I was close, if it was like, say 22 days, I would maybe combine some lessons or give a quiz and do a new lesson on the same day. But where it's 28 days, that's another 2 weeks. I'm not, and it's on fractions, I'm not going to push it. So If anything, I'm going to need to probably build in some days because I think when we get to comparing fractions, it's going to get a little dicey sometimes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to plug this in as far as I can in my week at a glance, my planning sheet, and we'll see where we are. Okay, so I just got my math plan into my planner, and basically what you could do now is you could continue planning math. So I have it all written down. I could go through and start making my copies for math. I could start going through, so that's one way to batch. I like to batch, like do all my planning at once and then move on, and do all my slides at once and then move on. My centers, my copies, my materials, kind of that's what I batch. So while I have my planner out, I'm now going to switch gears and plan ELA for the next 4 weeks. And much like math, I'm not going to be able to get through it all. Actually, I probably will get through the whole unit of that because it's a 3-week unit with some buffer for assessments and whatnot in it. And I have 4 weeks, so I should be able to make that happen, which will be good. So yeah, so let's just see where I can get going with that, and I'll check back in a minute. And the other thing I always have by my side is my laptop, which I didn't mention before when I had my material. And that's because not everything is in the teacher's guide, so I like to go to the website of my curriculum. So I do interreading, volume 3, version 3 for my ELA, and I need to see where they have the lessons scheduled, and I don't see that in my teacher's guide. But I know it's online, so I'm going to hop on here and find what I need. So I quickly plugged in my ELA, and I went ahead and plugged in my science. We use mystery science. We're on life cycle, which ties in nicely with our chick unit, which, if you didn't know, I'm hatching chicks in my classroom. I'm going to take you along with me on Tuesday when we candle them, so that will be exciting. Anyway, so I have my rough plan done. Another reason why I type it, I know people are going to say it's redundant to write it and then type it, but then I can link everything, so I link my daily slides right up here, and then I also will link my mystery science lesson here. So it just makes it a kind of a working document for me, and that really helps. Now, since I can make my slides anywhere, like I can work from home in my pajamas on my couch, I'm going to save my slide making. So I'm going to work on gathering my materials, like my copies and things like that. So I'm going to print my masters, and then I'll go and make copies of everything that I need. So I'm just going to be on the computer kind of finding what I need for each lesson. Again, I'll start with math, go through all my math, and then I'll work my way through ELA and then science. Okay, so I did all my math masters. Those are at the printer. I need to go pick them up. But I'm going to just save myself time, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to do my ELA masters, and then I'll pick them up all at the same time, and then I will sort them all. So just continuing to batch, right? Work smarter, not harder. Okay, so it's been a little bit, and I just wanted to catch up with what I've done so far. I have worked on my slides, I made my master copies, I'm making my copies for this week, and I'm kind of sorting everything. So it goes in my paper sorter, the masters, and then my copies for the week go in my daily drawers. So that's about it for this vlog. I'm going to continue working on my slides. I'm probably going to go home and work on them. And that's kind of my method of batch planning, and I feel really good. I have 4 weeks planned, and it forced me to kind of look at the curriculum, and as I make my slides, I'll dig in deeper and get a good handle on what's coming up. All right, I hope you found this helpful, If you did, leave a comment below, click the like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll have something else in the future. Thank you.